Next one is the Doppler effect. It is apparent change in frequency due to relative motion between the source and observer. So this is the effect wherein you hear slightly different frequency compared to the actual frequency produced by the source. The next one is how can you calculate apparent frequency based upon the movement of observer and source. Let us say nu prime is the apparent frequency and the nu is true frequency produced by the source, and V naught be the velocity of observer, and Vs be the speed of source, and V be the speed of sound in that given medium. In such case, apparent frequency nu prime equals nu into V plus or minus V naught divided by V plus or minus Vs. So with the help of sign convention, we can calculate the particular expression for frequency in any case. So generally, this V is measured from source to observer, and that will be the direction of V. And if both V naught, that is observer, and the source V naught and Vs is positive when they are in the direction of V. They are opposite or they are taken negative when they are opposite to V. This is the condition. Now let us take few examples where observer is at rest and source is moving towards the observer. In that case, what happens to apparent frequency? So when source is moving towards the observer, nu prime will be nu into the apparent frequency will be larger than the true frequency of the source. So numerator must be larger than the denominator. So it is V minus Vs, where Vs is speed of the source with which it is moving towards the observer, and observer is stationary. So in the second case, where source is moving away from the stationary observer, that means nu prime will be less than nu. In this case, nu prime is greater than. You have to get less frequency than the actual. So numerator will be smaller than the denominator. So that is possible by writing V by V plus Vs, correct? Because velocity of observer is 0. Next case, the source is at rest and observer is moving with certain velocity V naught. Now let us consider the first case, that is observer towards the source. Here observer is moving towards the source of the sound. So in that case, the frequency nu prime, it must be greater as they are heading each other. So observer towards source. So nu prime will be greater than nu. So I can write nu prime equals nu into V plus velocity of observer divided by V in the denominator, as Vs is 0. Numerator is larger than denominator. In the second case, where observer is moving away from the source, so the apparent frequency will be smaller than true frequency. So I can write nu prime equals nu into V minus V naught by V. Now let's look at the case where both the source and observer are moving, in which first one is towards each other. Source and observer, both of them are moving towards each other. That means the apparent frequency nu prime will be greater than nu. That means apparent frequency is greater than true frequency. So I can write equation for that, nu prime to be equal to nu into, since it is greater, numerator must be larger than the denominator. So I can write the equation V plus velocity of observer divided by velocity of sound minus velocity of source. Next is when source and observer are moving away from each other. So when they are moving away from each other, apparent wavelength will be increased or nu prime is decreased than the original value of the frequency. So I can write nu prime equals nu into V minus V naught divided by V plus Vs. This is in the case of the source and observer moving away from each other. That case, frequency heard will be smaller than the actual frequency produced by the source. The next case is the source is moving behind an observer. Therefore, the apparent frequency nu prime is equal to nu into V minus V naught divided by V minus Vs. So here we can't directly decide whether the apparent frequency is larger or smaller than the true frequency. It depends completely on speed of observer and speed of the source. And the last case is we have observer running behind the source. So the apparent frequency with respect to the observer is equal to nu into V plus V naught divided by V minus V naught. So these are the different cases in which we can calculate apparent frequency by knowing velocity or speed of sound, observer, and the source of the sound. Thank you.